Hello. It's Wednesday again, and what we're all doing here?
Waffling, I think.
Yeah, well, something's alight on top of my head, and I'm not sure what it is. As long as it doesn't catch fire, it's all good.
Ben's on fire.
Literally on fire.
My goodness. It's just
Claire,
ridiculous.
I wore this just for you.
You don't honestly, I've got a headache already.
The thing is,
I could nick it off his head and throw it across the room if you like.
The thing is, I haven't been able to switch it off. Oh.
Yay!
It's still going.
I mean, it's still flashing all the way over there, but hopefully at some point the batteries will die.
There you go. Okay. That was keep my head warm. Now I'm going to put the heating on.
Now you've got no hair.
Yeah, slight issue there.
A Christmas Disney wig or something, like a toupee or something.
Oh, don't get him started. Don't get him started.
Okay. Well, I've got a week to sort this out, haven't I?
Didn't expect it to go this way so quickly.
We're literally 2 minutes in, and half of that was a countdown.
Oh, dear.
That was a very zen countdown. Very relaxing.
I was about to doze off.
I don't like it.
Okay.
We couldn't doze off because of your hat flashing.
Yeah.
I was keeping everyone else awake. So, Chef Peter's in the chat.
Oh.
Chef Peter, no.
Hi, Chef Peter.
Chef
Peter. Is that like Chef Ramsay or...
Chef Ramsay, yeah.
Or the Swedish chef.
That's what I was going to say. Here's Becca. Can't possibly comment.
This is going to be a fun show already.
I know, we're in trouble already, aren't we?
We're already, we are. We're in trouble.
Yeah. So tonight, what we're going to talk about?
Well,
just anything. Well, could be anything.
Probably food.
The topic supposed to be was food.
Yeah, it was put out as food, so, you know. There'll be some
Ben's no longer wearing the hat that he recorded the podcast in, so that's a start.
I'm still wearing
the same t-shirt.
Yeah, same jumper.
He does own other jumpers.
Someone decided
to use this. Go on, Claire. What t-shirt are you wearing this evening, Claire? Because you're wearing a rather dapper
I've got like a retro. I'm going to just move up a little bit.
Let's see if this. Oh, sorry, Claire.
So I have
when John's in the way, you can't sit here.
Right, this isn't going to work well, is it? John, what are you wearing tonight?
Get a new tech guy.
Yeah.
Right, here we go, Claire. This will work.
There you go.
Okay, so let's try again. Run it again. Okay. I have got like it's actually quite retro. It's red velour red t-shirt with a rainbow Mickey on it. It's really cool. I love it.
It looks really expensive. Where did you get it
from? I got it from Primani. It's an old one. It's a few years old, but was highly expensive from Primark.
Okay. As we're doing this, John, what are you wearing tonight?
Yeah, I've got my wishes t-shirt. It's actually I've not worn this for ages. So
it's got the date 2017, so it's been 4 years.
Yeah, I know. No, but it's not that. I think a lot of people have twigged. I try to wear a different t-shirt for nearly every show, and actually, what I found myself. No, exactly. I do try.
I don't move from here. I'm in this space, same clothes apparently every week.
You're an animatronic. Is it like Hall of Presidents? You just turn the lights out at the end of the day.
Now I'm Carousel of Progress, just going round and round and round. Or is everyone moving around in front of me? I'm not sure which.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should should we say
hello?
Say hello to everyone. Every person that's in the comments that's joined this.
We're sorry.
What is going on?
we apologise. We really do. It's 1st of December. It's Christmas-ish. Claire's all decorated, as we can see.
Yeah, but I can be a little bit festive.
Well, I was festive until someone stole my hat.
But that's
not going to get it.
We're done. I'm done.
Yeah, you're done
for another couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you're done with Christmas till like next year.
No, I've got Michael Bublé on defrost, so it will take a little while.
Yeah.
How's Mariah Carey coming along though?
She's all right. She's in with the Sprouts, so she won't take too much longer. She'll be ready by Christmas Day.
And clear it all out on Boxing Day.
Speak for yourself.
Too much information, Ben.
Okay, John, do you want to take over and say hello to everyone we got in the comments joining us tonight?
Oh, I would do. I'm gonna start with saying hello to Butch in Baltimore. Thanks for joining us again.
Hey,
Appreciate
Butch.
it.
Hi, Butch.
Hi, Butch.
We've got Seth and John on YouTube watching us again. Appreciate you joining us. Always welcome. We've got Portwood Travel joining us from North Wales. Hi guys.
Yay,
Look forward to speaking to you guys soon. And surprisingly enough, I've got Mickey Scousers in the chat on YouTube, and I know exactly why Stephen has actually put that in there, because Stephen's watching his football team, who are currently 2-0 up after just 19 minutes against my football team, and I'm refusing to watch the game because I want to talk to all of you guys, because actually I must admit I really have got horrible thoughts of the TV, and it's just like, even my kids are taken to not being in tonight to avoid watching it. So we just know they've got a dad who's just got a complete football phobia this evening.
So we're just staying positive and sort of ignore football, ignore the scores, or trying to ignore football.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, the problem is, due to tech issues, I'm using my phone. So because my way my phone's set up, every time Liverpool score, I'm going to just get the Liverpool score coming up. And it's like my phone sticking two fingers up at me straight away. So it's not going to be good, guys. This is just going to
This is a welcome distraction from that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, certainly is. But no, loads of people join us. Lisa, I've just spotted that you joined us, and
I think I saw Marcus in there somewhere as well.
Did you? Loads of stuff.
And
is he on Facebook? My Facebook has
I think
not.
Peter and Jill are there. We've got Christine.
And
I've seen Heather. I've seen Wendy.
And Wendy was first.
I've seen Christine, and I've seen Val as well.
Oh, wow. Loads of people.
Excellent. See, there you go. You'll get
we're giving him a quality show straight away.
No waiting for content
easy for you
here.
to say.
No.
Oh, I saw Simon as well.
Yep, Simon's there.
Yeah, excellent.
Fantastic. Got the full
There you
house.
go. Yeah, Christine's there, Marcus. There we go. It was my Facebook was deciding not to update, so there we go. I've got it all there.
But now we're in December, as it's the first. It is a new podcast day, so it was a very fun show.
It was a good show.
Featuring also the hat that got thrown across the floor a minute ago. we managed to last an hour and a half with that hat.
Did we?
We did.
I think I blocked it out. I think I sort of like, when you have like
that's why I threw it across the room tonight. I can't deal with it for another hour.
Well, the thing is, last time I had that hat on, it did break the camera halfway through the show.
Yes,
it did.
It's all the hat's fault.
Yeah. Heather, it's soccer. Yeah, not football.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thanks, Heather.
You would have said rugby if it was the other one.
Robin is watching us on the big screen.
Oh, God. I apologise, Robin.
Oh no. Goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
No one needs that.
Hair and all that, you know. I better still have got Ben to brush his hair.
I was going to say, Ben would have grown some.
I need a miracle there, Claire. This is going to be a fun show. It really is. So I don't know where to go from here.
Food.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Food, I think.
Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, we'd recently come back from Florida. I would say recently.
Did we?
It feels a long time ago now. We've been back 2 weeks, and it feels
like a week and a bit. A week and a day.
We come back on a Sunday.
Who's counting?
Right, a week and 2 days.
I'm not counting back. I'm counting forward to how many days we've got left to go to the next trip.
That's a good idea.
I'm trying to bring it even closer forward, but you never know. But we as with all planning on all of our trips, a lot of the main focus is food. Would you agree, Claire?
Absolutely. I think for us, it's like, the where you eat kind of defines where you are for the day for us. So we will probably think about ADRs and stuff before park reservations. So make a list of where do we want to eat and then build the park reservations around that.
Okay. So you can make sure that you've got enough park reservations to make sure you've got time to eat in different...
Yeah, so we don't go to a park and miss out the one restaurant that we plan to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. like at Sea
I don't know
World.
anyone. Can you imagine anyone doing that? Can you imagine someone going to a park and missing out the one restaurant that they had been planning to go to for the last 2 years?
Well, someone kept telling us to go to it for the last 2 years. But...
Even if it's just a quick service one,
I know.
You can just sort of rock
you wouldn't
up,
believe it,
up
would you? How would somebody do that?
Rock up into the middle of Epcot.
There must be amateurs.
Wait, I know someone who's been to Epcot and avoided World Showcase completely.
We all know that.
I think everyone knows that.
Let's not drag that back into the equation again. No. I think you two need naming and shaming for avoiding Katsura Grill. I must admit.
That's all right. It's on the list. Okay.
Yeah.
It's on the list. It's our first restaurant on the list for next year. There we go.
Said that last time.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
It wasn't. It was at the bottom.
Well, it was somewhere in the middle.
Saying that we had a mixture of restaurants this time because booking 60 days out is so much different to booking 6 months.
It's a lot more difficult. There's nothing available.
Yeah. Well,
do you think it is different because nobody can book 180 days out? Everyone's booking 60 days out. So do you think it's just that people have thought about it a bit more by 2 months before?
I think you get into slightly more holiday mode and it's a bit more planning. You're sort of, it feels a little bit more sort of, you're so close to it. It's like, okay, I can plan 2 months ahead where I can't plan 6 months.
Also, we weren't booking 2 months out. We were booking 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. But you managed to get a few things, didn't you, at last notice?
We did.
Late notice, like day before and stuff.
Do you know what? It was Topolino's
breakfast
was brilliant. It really was. Because I woke up, I think it was our second or third day, still having a bit of jet lag. So it was like waking up 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So I thought, okay, look at my phone. We had a quick service planned, I think, for that morning. So, okay, what's available? And I knew we wanted Topolino's. We're going to Hollywood Studios. So it made sense. And it was like, oh, Topolino's available at 7:30. So it was like booking
it was our second day.
Yeah.
How was it? Because it's not somewhere that's on my list of places to go. I have to say, I think for me, the menu at Topolino's isn't really doing it. I'm not feeling the love.
It's a bit confusing, I'd say, because it's not like Tusker House where it's like a buffet or what's family style. It's you pay for an entree, but you can have an additional entree, but it's a smaller size. So you can have more, but just the plate, your second or third one, may be a smaller portion.
They don't tend to advertise it either.
Yeah, they don't advertise it as an unlimited sort of menu.
So it's an a la carte menu.
Yep.
And you get some pastries to the table.
You get a bucket of pastries,
a
paint bucket, because it's all about art. It's all about Europe, and that's their theming, sort of painting and. So that's their theme. And then we had an entree each, and we shared a large fruit plate between us, and it was plenty of food, and the characters were amazing. We had a really good seat because where they came in into the restaurant, and it was just literally straight for us. And then they'd go round, and then it was 5 characters in total. 4. So
it's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy,
and Goofy. Was it Goofy?
No, Goofy's not there. Painter Mickey, writer Minnie, sculptor Donald, and dancer Daisy.
Okay, so it's art.
It's
okay.
The art.
Jill, the bucket of pastries were amazing. So much that we couldn't eat them all. It's quite a bit.
I'm fairly certain if we wanted another bucket of pastries, they probably would have given us another bucket of pastries.
You can't. So you missed out Katsura Grill. You couldn't eat the pastries.
Oh, we ate the pastries.
We ate the pastries. They did all go.
Yeah, in the end.
Where did we find these people, Josh?
I think it might have been the cafetières of coffee, because we ordered the. They do a cafetière of coffee for 1 or a cafetière of coffee for 2, which is a slightly bigger one, but not as big as 2 singles. They didn't have any of them sharing sizes, so they brought us out to single ones.
Charged us the sharing size.
Yeah, cool.
So
and is that
Topolino's
got their own coffee blend? Joffrey's
they
blend.
do.
Yeah, they use the Riviera.
Okay, the Riviera
very
blend.
nice.
The Riviera blend. So
I've had that one. It's nice.
It really is.
I don't know whether Topolino's has characters for lunch and dinner.
I know they do for breakfast. I think it is just a breakfast.
I think it's
just breakfast, I believe.
And it was $42 per adult, which is the same price, I think, as Tusker. When we were looking at different sort of ones, we couldn't get one for Tusker. unless it's for a table of 6 or 10. Yeah. And since there was only 2 of us, it was sort of,
Just move around a seat each time.
Yeah, I felt bad about having a table for 6 for just the 2 of us.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's probably a family of 5 out there that would have been quite happy with that table.
Yeah,
so.
and we thought, go for something that, we really enjoyed it.
We're nice like that.
We did luck out with a few other reservations, booking only 2 weeks out. And I think this is the thing. We weren't expecting to get Homecomin. We weren't expecting to get Boathouse.
See, we didn't mess up completely. We went to Boathouse.
Yeah.
You didn't, no. Yeah. But you didn't have a duck rouse, did you?
No.
No, I had what did I have? Blackberry lemonade, I think. Blueberry lemonade.
Was that at Boathouse or Homecomin?
Boathouse. That's very nice. I couldn't remember the name of the one that you said to get. So.
Steak and frites. Was that what you had?
I did.
Oh.
I'm just looking at the chat.
Sounds lovely.
I had the filet sliders.
Oh, nice. I'm looking at the chat between Marcus and Lisa talking about hoop-de-doo food. I love the hoop-de-doo for all sorts of reasons, and the food is just one of them.
Yeah.
It's the best. And
it's
can't
not
wait
something
for it to come
we've
back.
tried yet, and it's not. I think they're supposed to open end of January, I think.
So we went for the first time like 4 years ago when we were on the dining plan. We stayed at Old Key West. We had the regular dining plan. And it was a bit of a wild card because it's 2 dining credits. And we were just like, should we give it a go? Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, it was like the best night. And then we paid out of pocket to do it last time. And it was just so much fun. Yeah. And actually, looking back at the photos, I have to see if I can find it. We realised that last time we went, we were sat right at the front, literally like the first row of tables. And we were sat within arm's reach of the piano, and I realised afterwards, after the stuff about the 50th, the guy who was playing the piano is the bloke, and I can't remember his name, who was the first Main Street Casey's on a pianist.
Oh wow!
And he plays at the Hoop-de-Doo as well.
Yeah, so because he was the one to announce it on the 50th that it's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, so he was right there, and he was playing. I was like, that was him. I was so excited, but I realised he was incredible. It's such a great show. Such a great show.
Oh yeah, that's something that's been on our list, but it's never fit within. You have 2 weeks, and you think, okay, what kind of fit? What's going to be next time? And this was more of a relaxed trip than normal.
Yeah, Hoop-de-Doo has never really been high on my list of priorities.
Okay, you're going to be ejected.
I know.
I would say if you find the Jungle Cruise funny, you'll find the Hoop-de-Doo funny.
Weirdly, it's actually the food that puts me off.
Fried chicken
on the bone.
Fried chicken.
Oh no, that's fine.
The cornbread is incredible.
Okay, I'll eat the chicken.
I suppose I could just go and eat all the cornbread.
And the salad's great. Yeah. And the chicken and the ribs. And
you're talking to someone who's like allergic to salad.
I'm allergic to salad. I'm not actually. I just don't like it.
Okay, I'm with Robin. I think it's something we're going to try.
And drinks are included.
Yeah.
Sold.
Are they decent drinks?
There you go. Sold.
And they're plentiful. The last time we went, Dan was driving, and the server just kept refilling my glass. At some points, I had 2. Soft sodas, obviously.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. But yeah,
I think as well, can I just go back to how we started this? Because Lisa was in the chat, mentioned that she's noticed there's a lot of reservations at the minute where people can, last minute, and you can pick them up. And it seems to be, Claire, I think Claire and I are on a similar tilt as to how you basically go about planning your dining. And now in these days where you actually, there's no free dining, so you're paying out of pocket. I know you guys get a DVC discount and things like that. But there's also this, it's changed the way that people are actually going about restaurants. And I know that all the restaurants aren't yet open. I noticed that Flying Fish is still shut. So some of my favourites are still not quite there. And I think this has led to people just, once the window opens, they'll just sort of scattergun a whole range of different reservations. Yeah. And it makes it really difficult for other people who are coming in a little bit later.
Yeah. Until John, I think you're right. Doing the opposite of what Claire was doing, where they're actually booking the reservations, and they said a day in Magic Kingdom, they go, okay, I need to eat in Magic Kingdom, so I'll book skip a canteen or whatever I can get. And they do it that way. Instead of putting food as more of the priority of how you dictate your trip. They're doing park. Yeah. We want this many days in the park, and it is a different way of doing it. But we always had a few restaurants that we would say
these are our must-dos. We'll fit them in somehow.
Yeah, I think that's what we do as well.
We found there were a lot more resort reservations available than there were in park.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you eat in resort other than Topolino's then?
Didn't we?
Ale and Compass.
We had Sonar, but it was takeout.
Sonar takeout.
Oh my goodness!
What was it? What was it like? What was it like as takeout then?
This is the first time we've ever had bread service as well. So I'm not sure whether it did it justice. Okay. I think I liked it. I think it's if you're not keen on spice and you're not keen on being a little bit more adventurous, it's not going to be your cup of tea.
You say that, but I quite like spicy food, and you don't. But you preferred the Sonar bread service.
I love the bread service. I'd happily go back and.
Did you try all 9 dips, and did you get number 10? Did you ask for the 10th one?
No,
we didn't.
Because we did it by mobile order, so we didn't know. So
honestly,
I had trouble finding a dip that I liked the taste of.
Donkey sauce. Oh no, so that's the wrong place.
I just think that the bread service in Sonar, I mean, it's obviously we've talked about it a lot, and everyone talks about it a lot. It is a standout, and I'm trying to remember what's in it because you get a variety of naan. Do you get naan breads?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 different types of bread.
There's like an onion naan. Is there Peshwari naan in there as well, or is it just?
I think so. Yeah, there's no, there is.
I'm trying to remember.
You can actually ask if you've got a particular favourite. If you just wanted garlic naan, then you can actually just.
Okay. I didn't know that. Actually, that might be a thing.
That might be something to do next time.
I just want to pick up on
you just narrow
Butch's comment.
Selection.
It was so difficult to find tables for 2.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Yeah, it really was. Anytime I put 3 on there, or 4, or 6, or 10, there was a lot more availability than 2. And talking to people, I think it's a financial decision by Disney at the minute that they want to get as many people into the restaurant as possible.
Okay.
So that might change over time. I
understand that to an extent, but also I think there's
a line where you're actually blocking people going into a restaurant when you're going to leave a table empty. So, but I would happily book for a 3 or a 4 and say they didn't turn up.
That's exactly it. But I was going to say that because a lot of people are saying actually online that's perhaps
because they don't charge if you turn up. If somebody is missing, they just if the whole table doesn't turn up, that's when they charge.
Yeah, and I think I think that's possibly a little bit being abused at the moment. But the other thing you could do is like rent a couple of friends while you're there.
Yeah,
you know, who's around who fancies dinner.
Yeah,
if they want to pay for your dinner, that's even better.
That is true, very much so. And we had dinner at Three Bridges.
Yeah, breakfast at Cafe Rex as well.
Breakfast at Cafe Rex and the sports bar, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Proper American breakfast, really good value. But I think our standout breakfast, which is unexpected, was Ale and Compass.
Yes.
Okay.
And really was. We've had breakfast there.
We've had breakfast there before. We had lunch there the last time we went, and it didn't go well.
Yep.
Was that relatively soon after the refurb?
We went just after the refurb for the first breakfast.
This was lovely.
Which was amazing.
Apart from the leaky roof.
Couple of years ago, we went to there for lunch. Yeah, 2019. And that's where the food was delayed by half an hour because apparently they couldn't cook the chips quick enough or something happened. I think they just dropped the food.
They didn't actually give us a reason apart from that it was something wrong with Ben's chips, but that doesn't explain why they couldn't have brought my dinner out.
And it was just we were in a rush as well, and it was just like we'd had better service there before. Didn't work out well. But this time we were served by someone called Zach. So something in the name, I don't know. But
he was brilliant.
He was literally like Zach Brown. Just with a H on the end. That's literally a great server first thing in the morning. Amazing.
Super friendly, super chatty.
Yeah. That's cool.
And there was a Steakhouse 71. Do we need to say much more about how great that place is? It's
because I think you mentioned that in the podcast.
Yeah.
Which is out for anyone who's not caught out. It's out today. But we were talking about that as well. Now, that's your standout meal of the whole trip, though, isn't it? And
it's close.
I can't
even remember what we ate. So yeah, for me it was the Boathouse. Right. Not for the service, for the food.
Right.
Yeah, I think the food at Steakhouse 71. If anyone's going for lunch is unsure what to get the burger. Just
it was a nice burger.
Yeah, I would say it's probably the best burger on property. Even better than Deluxe Burger.
Well, you've eaten most of the burgers on property, so you'd know.
Yeah.
That is fighting talk.
I always used to just have burgers most places I go in Walt Disney World. And generally, that used to be what my safe option was. And then it was like the best one I had was off-site at one point, wasn't it? It was Hard Rock. But now, since Deluxe Burger, this year, disappointed in it. It wasn't great. I liked it. It was just a nice, easy menu. You can choose what you want. But it just, there are better burgers now on property. What used to be, let's go Disney Springs and get a Deluxe as a safer option. But
just going back into the chat, and I was just going to pick up on something that Jill said, which is that Jill said that the food at the Hoop-de-Doo sounds like the food at the maybe it was Peter. Sounds like the food at the old Buffalo Bills show in DLP. Absolutely nothing like it. It's like could not be further away. So because I think the food at the old Buffalo Bills show was fairly poor.
I'd agree.
The food at Hoop-de-Doo is incredible, but they do serve the same food at help me out, somebody in the chat. The place at Fort Wilderness where Carlos got them family meal.
Trails End.
That's it. Yep, Trails End.
Yes.
So they do serve.
Yes.
So they do the same food that you would get at the Hoop-de-Doo in Trails End.
Yeah,
makes sense. They probably share a kitchen.
Make sure if it's just one person ordering, don't order the family meal.
But trying to see what else happened in the chat.
I just want to say, Christina, don't blame you. And
I do.
Well, depends if you're a fan of I'm a Celebrity or not.
I'm joking, Christine.
I wonder if Naughty Boy's actually gone yet, or is he just still threatening to leave? We'll find out.
John's focusing on the football, so
yeah, I know. Not doing very well here.
Yeah, you see, I'm still here, but the football's on, so I'm all right. I've never got a goal back, so I'm all right. Okay. I was going to pick on something Robin had said in the chat about Ale and Compass. Now, I think I mentioned this a while back. It's actually attached to the Yachtsman Steakhouse.
Yep.
They use the same kitchen. And actually, it's one of those places. Even before when it was Captain's Grill, it doesn't get a lot of footfall. It tends to be one of those places that gets missed out by a lot of people because actually, if you go next door to the Beach Club, you've got the restaurant there, which is amazing. Kate May is amazing for breakfast and for evening meal, and so it kind of gets Ale and Compass just kind of gets missed in the bigger scheme of things. And it is a fabulous restaurant. The service is usually pretty quick. I know you said about yours, Ben, but it's usually one of those ones you can always pick up a reservation and the food is consistently good. And the choice on the menus there is such that it doesn't matter if you are, it gives you such a range. You've got your fish, you've got your meats, you've got your vegetarian option, you've got something else on there, and it kind of covers all your bases. And I'm pretty certain if you went and you were wanting something really plain, they would make that for you as well. You know, it's because of the type of place that it's actually within. And I think that's something that we all kind of forget in some ways, don't we? Because do you think look at the menu.
I was going to say, do you think they're tarred with the brush of the old Captain's Grill? I mean, we used to go to Captain's Grill for breakfast as a wild card for us, and ballet at the yacht club, and then walk into Epcot. It was great. And I just wonder whether Ale and Compass are suffering from, because Captain's Grill had a really bad rap at times. People didn't like it. They thought the food was cold. They thought it was tasteless. We never experienced that at all, actually.
No, I didn't either.
But there was a lot of very vocal people, vloggers, podcasters, publicly saying that Captain's Grill was not good. And I just wonder whether still there's a bit of a hangover from that, and the assumption is that Ale and Compass will still suffer from some of the problems maybe Captain's Grill has.
Possible. And I think it shows that people like us will say a good thing about a restaurant, and some people will listen to that, and that'll be their thing that they will go by because someone said this or they've got their opinion.
But
I have to admit, Ale and Compass is the restaurant we moved 3 times on this trip just because it didn't fit in when we originally booked it. But there was always availability.
Except Cape May Cafe always had availability for breakfast as well.
Cape May's great. I really love it there.
We never managed
it, and we didn't think it was not worth it, but there was no characters at the moment, so it was one of those ones that
do we, don't we?
Do we? And
the food's good. The food is really good, actually. Did you make it to your traditional cancelled reservation of Chef de France?
No.
Did you have it and did you cancel it?
Yes.
Yay!
I have to admit,
we kept the tradition alive at least.
Yeah, until about week
That's
before.
That's the standard now. You've got to do that every trip. We're going to make a reservation, then cancel.
What was the other? And we didn't go somewhere where we normally go as well, which was
we didn't.
Robin will probably kill us for saying it. We didn't go to Grand Floridian Cafe.
We didn't.
This is the first trip. First trip since 2014 we've not been. So
is it that good? Is it that good, really? For someone who doesn't like burgers or sloppy sandwiches?
Yes.
They don't do burgers and... Well, they do burgers and
the only burger they do is the lobster burger.
It's a lobster burger.
That's the only one they do.
But the Grand Floridian Cafe Grand Sandwich, or whatever they call it these days.
The fried chicken,
fried chicken and waffles.
Yeah, but the crumb isn't regular crumb; it's cornflakes. It's made out of cornflakes. So
it's got some the brunch menu. It's got some. It's because they do it with the breakfast, lunch is the same menu. So it's brunch.
Talking about the places that we had at resort that was outstanding. Really nice. Whispering Canyon Cafe.
Yeah.
So can I just clarify for those who may not have managed to listen to the podcast yet?
So where's the Becca button?
You did you stay at Copper Creek Villas?
We did
for a couple of nights at the end of the trip.
Get a couple of nights.
Which is the nearest restaurant
to our room? I'm probably going to say Roaring Fork.
Liar.
Actually, no, Geyser Point was a little bit close.
That's where we went to refill our mugs.
I believe it may have been Geyser Point. Yes. And we're talking about Geyser Point with the incredible menu and the gorgeous seating and the lovely bar and the
we are talking about that one.
Did you go to Geyser Point?
Yes, we went
to refill our refillable mugs.
Right. So not only did you go to Epcot and not go to Katsura Grill, you stayed at Wilderness Lodge and you didn't go to Geyser Point. Yeah. Honestly, this is shocking. You
guys are so busted.
I will give everyone an update on Geyser Point.
They don't do the waffle fries.
Not going back until his waffle fries have returned.
No, you've missed out.
No.
You've missed out.
Because I can get the bison burger with the great theming and entertainment from the cast at Whispering Canyon Cafe.
But did you get waffle fries at Whispering Canyon?
We had breakfast.
We had breakfast and we didn't get the bison burger.
Okay. Talking of waffle fries, have the burger at Steakhouse 71 and it's garlic parmesan waffle fries.
See, they've taken the waffle fries from Geyser Point and then they've plussed them.
Yeah.
I just see Nick's comment.
Did they really go at all?
Right.
That's all right. Well, we've got proof.
And Robin said even she went to Geyser Point and she didn't even stay there. So
we were only there for 2 days.
That's all right. I have proof. I've got a picture that we were there. Well, actually, it's not of us.
Well,
so.
I was going to say, that's not of us.
No. That's just a picture. Anyone could have taken that.
Did you take it, Claire?
It looks like a screenshot or something of Google, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Stock photo. It's a stock photo.
Yeah, works really well. But yeah, did we get Tonga toast? We didn't go to
No, we didn't get Tonga. We stayed at the Poly and we didn't get Tonga toast. We're doing really badly at this.
I know why we didn't get Tonga toast because we were running.
Oh,
we were running for our reservation for breakfast at Steakhouse 71. And then we get.
And why was that, Ben?
Because we got escorted. Well, we got escorted by security, which is a completely.
Our reservation was at 7:35, and the monorail doesn't start running till 7:30.
Yep.
So security had to help you through.
Yeah.
So we had to walk all the way around the lake, and
I like the fact they
get
skirted
through
over
Magic
that.
Kingdom from walking without going through security.
I got a Dole Whip.
And they had to escort us through to make sure that we didn't go into the park.
A Dole Whip before breakfast.
No, I was just replying to Robin's comment that at least first trip I've actually did something right. We stayed at the Poly, but I didn't get at the Poly. But...
No.
I'm going to say, I'm with Neil. It's that whole thing of like, yeah, did you actually really go? Yeah. It's just like, Claire, there's nothing down for us.
No, I
so
know.
the next time we go, they've been led by security, right? So we're stuffed. It's just like every single Brit that's going.
How do you better that? How do you better that?
Not really.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'm looking forward to their vlogs. I tell you, it's going to be full of burgers.
Did you get the security guy's name? Is he in the vlog?
Yeah.
He might be. I'm not sure.
We have filmed it.
Fantastic. That's going to be it. That's going to go viral. Here's the security man that supported us through Walt Disney World.
He was very nice.
I still think the funniest thing of our travel
Once
day
we explained the situation.
Well, yeah,
he was very nice.
That is true. But yeah, it was. I still think the funniest thing on our travel day was speaking to at immigration. They actually talk to you, and it's like instead of just like a
proper conversation,
proper conversation.
Sneer and a grunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because they hadn't heard a British accent for so long.
20 months.
Like,
they're back to normal now.
They're back.
Normality returns.
3 weeks later, they're back to normal.
Yeah.
So, did you go to any of the food and wine booths?
Yes.
What did you get from food and wine? Did you get any of the stuff that we talked about previously?
I think we had. Was it the lamb?
We had the lamb. We went to the Australia booth.
Yeah.
Had the lamb chop.
Lamb chop
wasn't great.
And the deconstructed pavlova, which was nice.
Yeah,
okay.
The pavlova was nice.
Did you go and get the pork scratchings?
No.
They were the piggy. I can't even remember what it was.
Piggy things.
If anyone's in the comments,
they had a really cool name, didn't it? The pork scratching booth.
I think we spent a lot of time in Epcot, but
we didn't actually eat there.
We were with friends, so it was like okay, they'd already had dinner, so it was like okay, they were then buying us drinks. So,
yeah, we did have a bit of the mimosa flight from Nate brought us. The key lime one was really nice.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here we go, Claire. Here we go. Look, they've been distracted by the alcohol on offer. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I can't disapprove of that. That's the thing.
It didn't take them long before our bad influence would actually lead them astray.
Within 3 days, we'd already ended up in the Mexico Pavilion.
Drinking avocado.
You fell asleep in the Mexico Pavilion.
Oh, doesn't everybody?
How did the Mexico Pavilion smell? Does it smell?
Yes.
Of chlorine or bromine.
It does.
But you get that as you walk past.
Smell, though.
It reminds me of Pirates.
Okay, so it smells
a
like
little
bromine,
bit.
It just smells like bromine.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what else did you try from food and wine booths? Did you have any of the stuff from the? Do you have any snails? Do you have any escargot?
No,
did you pretend they were scallops?
We went around and we had a look, and it was like we just like because the food and wine was very similar to what we tried in 2019 when we had the dining plan. I felt like we tried it all, quite a lot of it then.
We wanted to try.
Okay.
The menus, I know they're updated, but they're not. They're the same as what we got in 2019. So it was like. Okay.
They recycle them and just change a few.
The only thing I'm disappointed we didn't get to try was the mac and cheese booth.
Yeah.
Did you have any poutine?
No.
I did eat a lot of mac and cheese on this trip.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. Do you know what? If we'd been there at the same time, I'd never have seen you because
you'd have been the opposite.
You carry on with your avocado margaritas. I'm going to the poutine.
Never again.
No, it wasn't nice.
I just want to say thank you. Was it Barry for buying us?
Thank you, Barry, for buying it.
Everyone, one of those.
Oh wow!
No,
and thank you, Nate, for the mimosas.
Special, I must admit.
The mimosas,
the
mimosas
amazing.
were nice.
The avocado margarita is not a thing that I would be going near. I'm afraid.
As we're talking food, I think I want to just let people know this is the only downer I'd say with some of the food on our trip was what was announced on the earnings call, like Disney's last earnings call about shrinkflation.
Making it smaller.
Yes.
And charging the same price.
And we did notice that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The colossal cinnamon rolls.
It's a cinnamon roll. It's not colossal anymore.
They used to be the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah. They're a side plate.
Where are they? They're from?
Starbucks, basically.
So any of the Starbucks,
the Starbucks will do them.
I don't think I've ever had one of them.
We've got pictures of the old one somewhere, and we've got a picture of the new one. We'll put them on.
What about Gaston's later? Gaston's open. Did you have a cinnamon roll from Gaston's?
We didn't go in there actually, but that's just because we were at Sleepy Hollow, and that was smaller.
Claire, could you imagine if they shrink
Gaston?
The Gaston's, no, the cinnamon buns at Gaston's. There would be a riot.
Outrage.
There would be a riot in Magic Kingdom.
Outrageous.
They'd actually be the size you could eat.
You need to buy two for a family of 4.
But that's the thing about everything is that we're so used to sharing some meals where it felt like, okay,
that's interesting, isn't it? I didn't realise it would be that noticeable, to be honest with you, because
we hadn't listened to the call, and it was only when we got some of our food we thought that's a lot smaller than it was. I know it's been 2 years since we've been there. It's just it was disappointing not spending $8 on
a side plate version of my usually huge cloth and cinnamon roll.
Yeah, because it normally does us for breakfast, at least tide us over. And it's like, finished it, and it's like,
that's the way,
hungry.
Yeah, that's the way we normally go at it.
Yeah.
Jill, you are absolutely right. No one has buns like that.
That needs to go on a t-shirt.
I might have to make that.
I think. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. Jill, that might come back to bite you. The other one as well, Ben, and I think this is shrinkflation, and I can understand places in this country are guilty of it and things like that. But the trick is to make it non-noticeable. Now, if you are very much down the line that everywhere outside the parks, and I might be wrong, it might well be that this is something across the whole Orlando area that this is happening, and if it is, get in the chat, let me know. Particularly if it's Miller's, because I don't think Miller's on shrinkflation would probably might mean that we actually might finish one.
Never. I don't think we've ever finished anything at Miller's.
No, I think I have. Yeah. But then noticeable within the parks.
Yeah.
Does that then mean that people will then choose not to dine either in the park or in the resorts? Yeah. And they will then seek. Particularly if you're staying in a villa and you're staying off site, and you then
may not be a bad thing for the local economy, but might not be great for Disney.
No.
Yeah.
And particularly with no free dining, you've then got, if you've not got the dining plan, then your options off site. I think, as we discussed way back on a Wednesday and in a podcast, your options off site are absolutely superb. The quality of food in some places is second to none. So are Disney actually doing themselves a bit of a disservice? Are they actually going to end up with restaurants that previously they charged a premium for, and then, people got the dining plan, managed to keep the restaurant busy, you get walk-ups, so it makes it look as if it's an exceptionally busy restaurant.
Yeah.
Are we now in the realms where that's going to come back and bite them? I don't know. I think only time will tell, but to me, the options for off-site dining, if you're paying out of pocket, one, they're actually as good as or better, and equally they're a whole lot cheaper. And if they're shrinking the size of the plate, then you're not going to notice. Paying more.
It's
paying more for less, aren't you? Thank you for coming.
Bye, Nick. Thank you.
Hi, Nick. Thanks for joining us.
It's one of those.
I'm surprised that it was so noticeable. To be honest with you, I didn't. I thought it would be a really subtle change.
It didn't help because it's a snack we always have every trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
did you notice it with any of your meals? Did you at any point go, "Oh, I could have"? No, I mean, to be fair, we all go, "Oh, I could have had more of that" because it was.
I would say there's some of the food. I would say what would normally you'd call like a regular restaurant has become slightly more signature. And I think the Steakhouse 71, but the food was amazing, so I didn't mind the portion of it.
It looked like the food at Steakhouse 71 was sort of signature in presentation in terms of the way in dish was constructed and the ingredients that they use and the whole presentation of it.
But they made up for it with the 15-layer chocolate cake for dessert. which we had to take away
that
because.
Makes sense.
So.
And the answer to all of that is just eat more cake.
Yeah,
basically it.
The answer is always eat more cake.
Normally it's save room for dessert. Having smaller mains means you can get dessert.
Yeah,
I think
it means you pay more for dessert.
Yeah,
I think I noticed it more at the quick services than I did with the sit downs.
Yeah, that's
really?
true. And I think that's probably like you said, Claire, about plate presentation.
Yeah,
well, I'm just thinking Satuli Canteen. Normally we'd share one of those, but we decided to get 2 different ones. And last time we did that, I didn't finish mine.
No.
But I managed to polish the whole thing off this time. And maybe I was just more hungry.
Really hungry.
But I don't know.
But did you make it to Nomad Lounge?
No.
Can they kill us?
That's valuable park time are wasting sitting in a lounge in the middle of the day, you know.
No.
But we were in the queue.
You are doing this wrong.
No, Claire, we were in the queue. We saw Nomad Lounge, but we were in the queue. Guess what we were in the queue for? And it wasn't
Nomad Lounge.
It wasn't open at that time.
Please tell me it wasn't Narvi River Journey.
Oh, no.
No, we didn't do that this trip. No, Festival of the Lion King.
I still would have gone in Nomad Lounge and gone back to Lion King.
I think I would as well, yeah. But it's great. I've started something in the chat about Miller's. Now I've got to say, Robin's not a great fan. Dan, I'm totally with you. I actually think we've eaten in the 3 separate Millers, and
we haven't been to the one at Champions Gate yet. That's on our list next.
Yeah, that's been great for us. The one at near Orange Lake on the 192 is great. Yeah, and we've got one right at the top near Universal, which we go to before we go to the Orlando City football. And we've been there 2 or 3 times. And again, it's been consistently good, and that's all I can say about anywhere that's consistently good, no matter where you go. And some of the servers have gone really out of the way to make us feel very welcome as well. I would say, and certainly the one from Champions Gate with the ability to, she even offered us a lift rather than rather than getting an Uber because we were waiting ages for an Uber. They said, "Oh, just have fun with my boyfriend and you come and it's okay. You've just started. You've been superb." And there's 4 of us, and it's just like end off. But that's to the extent she was brilliant, and that's what makes eating
what are the chicken
when
strips
you're
called?
Abroad.
I'm just interested by what Simon's just said about Nomad Lounge.
Zingers, yeah.
The options Nomad Lounge or Club 33 at Animal Kingdom.
Well, that's because I correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Robin ended up in the Club 33 in Animal Kingdom.
I was going to say, did she get lost?
On purpose?
On purpose, is like they left the door open.
And they let her in,
Yeah.
Have to get us in next time.
Yeah.
I think you have to tell us about that one day, Robin.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're right, John. Just going back to Miller's, I think it's incredible value. I think if you pick carefully, right? If you choose mac and cheese, then it's probably going to be the craft boil in the bag stuff. If you choose the zingers and one of the 15 different sauces, or they don't have donkey sauce, I have to say, it's really good. And and the food, it sounds like the chicken there is probably significantly better than the stuff that you had at Chicken Guy.
Yeah, it was the disappointment of our trip.
Yeah,
because everyone had hyped up how great Chicken Guy was, and that wasn't just Sammy.
Yeah,
but everyone's gone to it. It's really good value. But I've had so much better chicken in this country, and the chicken's good. It's just so flat. The crumb was nice, but
it's just been battered. Just battered, not as in dipped in batter, but like battered as in
it's about
taking a sledgehammer.
That's the thickest it gets.
That's about as thick as it gets.
Makes me think of the old Mr. Creosote, Monty Python, wafer thin.
Yeah. I prefer my chicken to not be flat.
But the good thing about it was the sauces.
The sauces were great.
Yeah, the sauces were the best.
There's always a reason for hiding rubbish. Rubbish meat, rubbish chicken. It's like loads of sauce. There you go.
Stick it in some batter and give it some sauce. Yeah, that's not good. There
was too much batter to chicken.
Yeah, it was $12.50.
Okay, so it's cheap.
Yep.
But cheap I mean, Blaze is
it's the same cost as Blaze.
I'd rather go to Blaze.
Yeah.
It sounds like Blaze would be definitely.
Unless you don't like pizza. But
oh yeah, unless you don't like pizza, then try Polite Pig maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Where else did you try in Disney Springs?
Gideon's Bakehouse, does that count?
You had
that counts.
For breakfast, didn't you?
We had 2
breakfast.
Oh, they were huge, amazing.
Yeah. All right, or was
now they haven't skimped on the pricing, the sizing.
Oh yeah, they were huge. $6.50 for a half pound of cookie.
Oh.
And
and I'll tell you what, the woman on the door was brilliant.
It's not just you're going in and buying cookies and cakes and everything. There's a whole show to this. You see everything going in, and it feels like it's got that Tim Burton feel.
Okay, so it's trying to challenge the chocolate emporium up at Universal. Then it's trying to do something.
It's trying to go like Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah.
There's a little. And she was just so creepy.
Yep.
I mean, she meant to be creepy. She was meant to
deliberately.
be creepy.
Deliberately creepy. She wasn't just...
And she was doing it really well. She was brilliant. I swear she didn't blink.
I'll have to look. We've got the video.
The 10 minutes or so we were in the queue. I swear, every time she opened the door, she didn't blink.
What was the theming?
Inside.
Was it themed inside, or was it just like a
completely what expected outside, inside? It was.
It's very, very. It was very that Tim Burton sort of Corpse Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas-esque styling in the artwork around the.
And the food was really good, and didn't feel overpriced.
No, and I really want to go back and try one of the cakes.
Yeah. And it tasted okay, because obviously we've been to Amorette's before, where everything looks beautiful but tastes of nothing other than sugar.
I have to admit, we did get some comments on Facebook of what it looked like.
Yes, I agree.
Rabbit droppings all put together apparently was what someone described as.
I have to say,
my cousin.
It may have been your photography rather than the actual item.
We had the light switched on, where in there it's all dark, and they got fire lit around cookies and things, which sound like it's just going to melt.
Cookies by candlelight.
Cookies by candlelight. Yeah.
That's like the name of a rock album or something, doesn't it?
It was really, really good.
They tasted nice as well.
We were a bit concerned about the system of the virtual queue, because it's only for US numbers. But we went there, asked about it, and they said, "We'll just take your name," and they said, "Come back in an hour."
So we'll shout.
Come back in an hour.
So
we'll give you a shout in a minute.
Took our name and went to Deluxe for dinner. Come back, and it was like, we walked straight, join the queue, ready to go in.
10 minutes. Well, 5-10 minutes in the queue.
Did you go to? I'm trying to think where else. You went to Andy's Lunchbox, didn't you?
Yes, Woody's
Lunchbox. Sorry, with Jason on the lunch break, and you ate before the show. What was the food like there? Because it's not somewhere we've eaten. Did you have the loaded tots, or did you?
Yes, not the loaded ones. We just had the regular ones as a side. I had the brisket.
Yeah, you had the brisket. I had the grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Yeah, because I have to say, I think Hollywood Studios for me is the one park where I really struggle with finding something to eat.
Yeah.
Quite often we'll just go, "Do you know what? Let's just go over to Disney Springs and eat," because I can't face trying to work out. Since we haven't got right to stop and starring roles, I'm like, I don't want to sit on the side of the street and eat a piece of corn, and I don't want to stand in the queue to go to a stone restaurant. I just want something decent to eat. And Backlot Express, I'm sorry, is not my thing, and neither is Pizza Rizzo.
I have to admit, Claire, I would probably go for Docking Bay 7. Because there's quite a lot of choice in Galaxy's Edge now. That we did a meal with Marcus there. That was lovely. I had a Ronto wrap.
I don't do Ronto. No, hot doggy things. So.
No, that's okay. I had a Ronto wrap, but you had the fried chicken.
Yeah, it was okay.
Endor something.
Yeah, I wouldn't rave about it.
But Woody's Lunchbox is probably.
But
the
I
best.
would rather eat at Docking Bay 7 than.
And I also chuck into the mix.
Any others.
Can I also throw into the mix as well, because actually it gets missed quite a lot on the charcuterie board at the baseline tap. If you're not driving, and you go for a couple of beers, the charcuterie board at the baseline tap is to behold. It really is something completely different, and offers something that the studios have never had before. And as much as I've been a massive fan of the Right to Stop, I do love the choice of beer that's at the baseline tap. But the charcuterie board is actually, it's something that is really, really different. And actually, it's one of the ones that just sneaks on the list, just for not for an excuse to just go for a pint, but also
never.
No,
something to soak the pint up as well, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
If you also want a good charcuterie board, if you want a good charcuterie board, Toledo or Dahlia Lounge at Grand Estina Tower.
Yes.
Oh, that was amazing.
That sounds like my kind of thing as well.
It was it $35? $25 for a sharing one?
Yeah, something like that. I would recommend getting it from Dahlia Lounge, because as nice as Toledo's is, it didn't wow. The charcuterie board is what wowed me the most.
The service was amazing.
The service was good.
But I think I really enjoyed my food. I think it depends on what you go for. I went for the lamb shank, and it was amazing. It really was. You went for the steak, and it wasn't as good as what you'd hoped.
No.
So
I think just looking at the chat, there's a few people agreeing that Hollywood Studios is a bit challenging in terms of eating, and there's some luxury.
It's always been a park that we would always go to Disney Springs and then go back in the evening. There's so much choice at Disney Springs.
That's it, and it's just over the way. And I know that Jill's mentioned Brown Derby, so we went to the Brown Derby Lounge a few years ago. Actually, it was after listening to an episode of WDW Radio where Lou did a live dining review with John Sakari at the Brown Derby Lounge. So we went, right, we're going to go. And we went, and it was amazing. But that was at the point where you could get the full Brown Derby menu sitting outside in the lounge, and you can't do that anymore. They've changed the menu. So I have an issue with the fact that the inside seating is at a premium in quite a few of those places. And if you do want to sit inside, then you've got to book an ADR, and you've got, know, Hollywood and Slime, you've got, all of that stuff that I can't, I don't want to go.
Do you know what? I think you've touched on a good point about walk-ups. The new system with the apps to be able to just see what's available. Because we were at Skipper Canteen. We didn't use it, but we saw other people use it. And we went to Skipper Canteen, and they were running 20 minutes behind, but they were going on the app and saying, you can get a walk-up in, and it tells you to come back in 2 hours. Okay. And it's quite good, so you can I know there was options.
Not that we were ever able to actually get a walk-up when we left.
No, that's true.
Whenever
it's quite interesting because we all look at the app while we're at home, don't we?
Yeah. Yep.
And I quite often
more than I look at when I'm out there.
Okay. Yeah, I quite often will look, and it will say
I'm going to have a look and see what I can get.
But walk-up list full is quite a frequent thing, particularly places like Tusker and Sennar and Boma, particularly those I guess over towards Animal Kingdom way. But
we did manage to get a Boma breakfast.
How was that? Was it good?
That was brilliant.
I love Boma. I love Boma. Okay. I miss Boma.
And it was so cheap.
I know, and I think it's out of the way though, isn't it? Unless you're actually going to Kingdom.
We were staying there.
But I think people don't make their way over to, although Sennar has a huge influx of people going, I think people don't necessarily make the effort to go over to Animal Kingdom Lodge to eat outside of park hours. And more cool then.
I've just loaded up the app. I haven't gone to walk up, but I'm just seeing what's available for dinner tonight as we're all getting a bit hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few restaurants that I wouldn't have put on, but Ale and Compass has got lots of availability. Boma, Cape May Cafe, City Works, Endo's Hideaway. There's lots of Disney Springs. House of Blues.
I like House of Blues.
Kona Cafe, Maria and Enzo's, Olivia's.
Wouldn't go back there.
Paradiso 37, Planet Hollywood.
No, I wouldn't either.
Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, Terralina. Yeah, Boathouse.
Marcus, you're right. This is the thing. Guys, a point. It's only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It was
That's the end of the conversation,
surely. It was only 2 minutes from us, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and you still didn't go.
Toledo.
Toledo was on my list of places to try next time we go. I was stuck between Toledo and Haleo.
I tried tapas. Toledo. It's a little bit pricey, but it's worth it for the view.
Get the lamb.
Can you get the Toledo menu in Dahlia Lounge?
It's a slightly slimmed down version.
You can get the charcuterie board.
We know we can get the charcuterie board, so we've decided next time we're not going to go to Toledo because we've done that. We're going to just go Dahlia.
And you can get the gin and tonic with the blue cheese stuffed olives.
Yes.
The drinks menu is exactly the same.
Yeah, the drinks menu is the same.
What was the one that I had?
I can't remember.
That's the issue. She had a drink, you can't remember.
Yeah.
He had a drink.
Did you or did Ben drink it?
I had a lot to drink this holiday, which is unusual for me.
It is. It was
made use of Ubers.
Oh, it was some kind of orange gin cocktail thing.
You had a lot of gin this trip.
It's her fault. It's Claire's fault.
How very dare you!
I'd never even tried gin until I met you.
God, that sounds awful.
You've been corrupted now.
To be fair, I still got half a bottle from the one that I brought about a year and a half ago. So
yeah, I know. I think it's.
I think
there's so many out. I don't know what to say to that.
There are so many places with food now that there is so much for everyone. We wanted to go back to Hangar Bar, but we never it just never fell into the right thing.
And 12 days, you think you got all the time in the world. You just don't, do you? It goes so quickly.
By the time you've met up with a few friends and then you've gone and it's like, okay, you've done a few.
Yeah.
Just.
What, me or Claire?
Robin's inviting us all over to go and drink gin.
That sounds great. I'm there.
Hey, I'm on my way. Go, Robin.
Christmas is coming. We'll have a party.
Yeah.
Gin party.
But yeah, 12 days flies by. And the thing is, you think, okay, I'll book a breakfast, but you book a lunch or you book a dinner ADR, but it's like, do you want to do that every day of your trip? Because we did it towards the beginning of the trip, like we normally do. Yeah. But then later we got on, it's like, do you know what? Sorry, I've just seen Robin's comment of 14 bottles.
I think we might. I'm going to go and count ours afterwards, Robin, because I think we might be in competition here.
I think there's
I've only got one.
The Waffles Christmas party is going to be good, isn't it?
It's going to be great. I
was going to say, Ben, you actually achieved so much.
Yeah. But we also missed so much as well, in a weird way as well.
Yeah, but it's 12 days. 12 days. You know, our trips have generally been over a period of like 4 weeks. We were very fortunate enough to do that, and to actually try and cram so much into just 12 days, as people will see in your vlog. Yeah. As people have already seen on the socials, you achieved so much. So much.
This was our more relaxed holiday compared to previous.
Yeah.
So, and Claire, I know you said
this is relaxed.
When we get out there, are we going to be going ride? And do you know what? We weren't.
No,
there were a lot of times when it was just it was difficult.
Hanging out.
But it was just like soaking in stuff that we've missed for 2 years, whether it be the marching band, cavalcades.
Look, the rides, the attractions will always be there. That's the thing. You can always, queue up to do something else.
Yeah. Unless you want to Carly River Rapids because it's closed.
But can you always carve out half an hour to sit down and have a cup of coffee with a friend? No, you can't. So actually, I think that the way in which you did it and you were able to experience loads of stuff with loads of people that, that was the purpose. It was a catch up after 2 years of being away. And so, I know that we're winding you up about missing out Katsura Grill and stuff like that, but I completely appreciate why you did what you did. And I think there's we're all
so
jealous.
There's so much that we're looking forward to when we go back.
You've got a reason to go back now. You've got so many.
We always have a reason to go back. There's so many friends out there now. It's
Katsura Grill, Geyser Point.
Yeah. Now we just need to ask everyone's advice on where should we stay.
Just saying.
Well, that sounds like another Wednesday.
Yeah.
It certainly does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That sounds like a different show.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about it. Sounds like such a nice thing that we can actually take the Wednesday show forward by the amazing people that have been in the chat, because actually they've kept this whole thing going with such amazing sort of grace and conversation.
Well, compared to us.
And I think that's
at the beginning.
No, I actually think that's really how we can make good use of these Wednesdays. And everyone at home or in the office, Heather, We
like a game of consequences. Let someone else choose where you stay.
It's just like,
oh, I like that.
Are they going to pay for it too?
Should we get everyone in the chat to plan your next trip?
Oh, that do you know what? I think that would be good. That'd be funny because we might be going with some family, so they're going to have to go along with our plan.
So much fun.
To be fair, they'll probably just go along with whatever we're doing anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
Like one of those things at school where you used to write down a line and then fold it over and pass it on to the next person. Down the next person. So someone can choose a resort and then they fold it over and then the transport and then done.
Yeah. Maybe what we should do a Wednesday.
Please don't put down Skyliner.
Becca's going on the Skyliner.
Hang on, mate.
I'm asking
Claire's onto something here. Hang on, don't tell Bob. But you know when they used to have Memory Maker, right? Claire's just invented Mischief Maker.
Maybe I'm a variant.
Just for Ben and Becca's next trip.
I'm a low-key
variant.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
This is the new version of Disney Genie.
Is this Disney Genie?
Just the cost is our DVC points.
Let someone else plan it all for you.
The little paper one.
Okay, the only condition is we stay in one maximum of 2 resorts per holiday, not 4 like this time.
Yeah, I never want to have to do that again if I don't have to.
Yeah, and that's.
But yeah, if you do want to find out more about our amazing trip, it will be on YouTube.
Once the cruise one's finished.
Yeah, the cruise one has one more video to go, and then
fantastic.
We should be up this weekend.
Ready for Christmas.
So, everyone can binge.
New Christmas present.
That'd be great. That.
And in case we didn't mention it or you didn't hear it, it's the 1st of December, which means a new podcast is out today, like now. You can go and listen to it straight away. Or if you want to see our faces and look at Ben's glorious hat and watch it on YouTube.
For the whole hour and a half. It's still glowing over in the corner, by the way.
It's still going.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that's going to carry on for.
What are we talking about next week?
I don't know.
Have we even thought about it? Oh, my life. I'm trying to think.
No.
I think we have.
No, that's
supposed to be Christmas, isn't it?
Christmas
Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
Yeah. Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and then the following week was Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
So we're talking about Christmas as we're getting closer to Claire start decorating her house.
Give it 3 weeks.
Yeah, Claire, that's what I was thinking. There needs to be a bit of pressure on now to get the Christmas decorations out of the loft.
Yeah.
No. We'll wait.
Yes.
No.
Christmas.
The thing is, though, everywhere you go past now, it's like, everyone's got loads of lights outside. We've got nothing outside.
Yeah, all of our decorations are indoors at the minute.
Yeah.
We've got stuff to put up, but we're not there yet.
Yeah, well, it's because you've been at work.
It's keeping me going.
Work gets in the way.
The hat is keeping you going.
Yeah, it's a bright light that keeps me awake.
You need to put that hat in your window.
No, I'll put the hat in a box and it'll still glow and just like open it up occasionally.
Yeah,
put in a drawer.
Whole neighbourhood awake. Keep all the neighbours up.
Okay, I've got an idea. I would say if we didn't have a light up tree topper, it would look great. Maybe what we should.
And needs new batteries, by the way.
Okay. Take the batteries out of the hat and put it in the light up.
That sounds like a really good plan.
I think what we should do, maybe on our socials, is we should talk or share some of our pictures of our trees, and also in the Waffler's Arms as well.
I have to wait a bit for mine.
That's okay, Claire. We'll wait till Boxing Day.
It's down by then.
But yeah, okay. Maybe we can share our tree with our million ornaments that we bought.
Maybe. Do you know what? It'd be great if everyone could share a photo of their tree.
Yeah.
Let's put it up in the Waffler's Arms, and we'd love to see your tree.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a good place.
Idea.
But,
So apart from our hanging icicles, all of our decorations are Disney.
Yep. So it's literally a Disney tree.
Fantastic.
Where's the Harry Potter ornaments?
In the box still.
At the back.
At the back.
No, they're in the box still. I didn't go with the rest of it, so they stayed in the box.
With the ropey ones from Primark.
At the top of the Eiffel.
So what have we got coming up? We've got the Wafflers Wednesday next week, talking Christmas, and then on the 17th.
Yes.
Is it the 17th? Yes.
It will be.
We have a Wafflers Assemble Live. And it's a special one.
It's a Christmas
it's a Christmas
party.
One. Yep. And it will be... Am I allowed to say?
Go on then.
Festive.
We'll announce it now.
It will be the last one. It will be the last Wafflers Assemble Live.
Yeah.
Ever.
Monthly version.
Yes.
That's it.
I thought we decided. We might do special. We might do specials, but yeah.
Yeah.
But we're having Secret Santa Christmas party. We're going out with a bang, so best to be there.
Claire's getting the fireworks ready.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Lisa. It's just going to be the monthly live show. It's not completely.
The Friday one.
The rest of it's still going to be going on. Don't worry.
We do. Don't worry. We do have a lot of stuff planned for 2022, which we can't share because we're still in 2021. So you're just going to have to tune in.
We'll also have a Shares a Waffle out on the 15th.
We do.
Yeah.
We'll have a Shares a Waffle.
We're so busy. No one's got time to listen to it all. So
no. And that's just me going through it.
Keep recording it all.
But we've got a few things up our sleeve for next year. So make sure that you keep an eye on all of our socials at GB Mickey Waffle. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to some guys that are going live tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Carlos. Them again.
Yeah, I know. They stick around a lot. One of them says that Mexico smells, but I'm not too sure on that one.
Yeah, Mexican.
To be fair, I smell the bromine.
Yeah, that's bromine. It's
still a smell.
Okay, that's true. And also want to shout out to Dean at the Live Place, your place for family-friendly live streams and podcasts, which somehow we're a part of. So
you asked nicely.
I asked nicely, and maybe they didn't listen.
Yeah, and he likes us. He's been on the chat before,
and we like him.
Appreciate Dean.
And we like
do.
him.
Yes,
we do. We do.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
go on.
There's only one thing left to say, and I know Claire wants to say
it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And
waffle on.
Waffle on.